We that like video games love to play masterpieces. Well, there are some games that everyone should play at least once, or just try some hours to see if it's your style. But of course no game can please everyone. But I've chosen some games to this list that in my opinion everyone should give a chance and play at least once in life. So I hope you like, click in the like button, subscribe for more videos, and that's it, let's go to the games.
The tarnished will soon return, guided by grace. Once lost, order is broken to its core.
Elden Ring is the definitive Souls-like experience, set in a huge and immersive open world, with immense lore, challenging bosses, and impressive scenarios. The game was developed by From Software and released in 2022 to Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, PS4, PS5, and PC, and in that year it won the Game of the Year award on TGA. If you've never played Souls-like, know that it's an action RPG, but with some specific features, like a bonfire, Souls mechanic, a sword of money, hard bosses, and much more. And Elden Ring is the biggest one so far, and the best one to start if you've never played none before. In 2024 the game received a great expansion, Shadow of the Erd Tree, with over than 20 hours of content, even harder bosses and enemies, and a new map, weapons and much more, so you should play it.
To be born.
I command thee now!
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is an insane action-adventure game developed by Nintendo and released in 1998 to Nintendo 64. The game was a true success, and is to this day the video game with the best score in Metacritic, being considered a revolution in video games, with an immersive story, excellent gameplay, and a level design that is better than the most of the games released to this day. In the game we control Link, a young knight in a quest to save the Princess Zelda, basically the same thing of almost all Zelda games. The story takes about 30 hours to be finished, and through this time you'll pass in a lot of different places, with different enemies, different puzzles, insane scenarios, and much more, and the game will always give you new tools, making the game be extremely fun to play since the start to the end. So if you've never played this game, and like action-adventure games, just do it. Everyone gotta play at least once in life.
Nothing more you could have done.
What are we gonna do? We need supplies.
Well, first of all, you're gonna stay here, and you are gonna get yourself warm. Now, I sent John and Mike scouting out ahead. Arthur and I, we're gonna ride out, see if we can find one of them.
And this?
Just for a short bit.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is an amazing and realistic experience on the American Western of the ending of the 18th century, with an impressive open world and story. The game was developed by Rockstar Games, and released in 2018 to Xbox One and PS4, and later to PC, and so far it didn't get an upgrade to the new generation, but works better on Series X or One X. The missions of this game are all unique, with an unbelievable character development through the story, and set in one of the most realistic open worlds the video games has ever seen. In case you enjoyed the experience this game gives you, you can easily spend over 100 hours only on the single-player mode trying to get everything. That's hard, but this game deserves.
We coat everything in moonshine, And then we light things up with these little fellers here. Thankfully, it ain't rained. And that old barn over there should go up like a torch. Goodbye. Try to stay out of trouble.
Super Mario World is the platformer game that gave Nintendo the crown as the king of that generation. The game was developed by Nintendo and released in 1990 to Super Nintendo. The game is a 2D platformer game, set in different levels with different possibilities, giving you different ways to proceed or even finish the game, with a lot of secrets and powers, a great soundtrack, extremely responsive gameplay, and beautiful graphics. I'd say that this is probably the most important Mario game of history, and of course it's my favorite one, being a game that's so good to this day, so you gotta play. One of the interesting things of the game was the world itself, giving you a beautiful view from the top of it, choosing the levels, with freedom to come back to levels that you've passed already, so you could explore and try to find the secret way outs. What was really fun.
I'm gonna break your fucking fingers. You don't knock that shit off.
Well, please, all right? You'd alleviate the boredom.
Ah, finally.
GTA 5 is one of the biggest games ever made, a huge action open-world game, and I'll not be talking about the multiplayer here, just the story mode. And despite you can finish the story in under than 30 hours, believe me, it's even more amazing if you try to do the extra stuff. The game was developed by Rockstar Games and released in 2013, and even got the Game of the Year, and was released to PS3 and Xbox 360, but in the next years it was released to PC, PS4, Xbox One, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, and the PS4 and Xbox One version had some very interesting changes back then, as new features, textures, and even the first-person mode. The story of the game is good, but not a masterpiece like Red Dead Redemption 2 for example, but it was never the GTA style actually. It's more like a fun and impressive open-world game that mixed the reality of the moment, with a lot of sarcasm and smart choices, taking no sides, and making an amazing satire of the American world. GTA 5 was the first with 3 protagonists, and everyone loved it, so the next GTA, that's surely going to be a masterpiece, will be set with 2 characters, in the city of Vice City, a famous city in the series, and promises to be the greatest game ever made.
About work.
We out here gangbanging like...
Rose, stay in there too long, okay? This alarm is gonna go at some point.
You gotta be kidding me! Why did I employ a hacker who can't run antivirus software?
Shit, okay, the alarm hasn't gone off yet.
Minecraft is a game that was released in 2009, developed by Mojang, and a lot of people still play it, and is the best-selling game of all time. People who didn't play this game may look and think it's a childish simple game, and it can be that if you want, but if you decide to really learn the complexity of the game, giving you insane freedom to create things the way you want. But the most insane thing of the game is the redstone system. That's basically a sort of energy in the game, and allows you to create any electric thing you can. That may be hard, but you can do, and if you want to see how complex that is, I recommend you to search on internet for the greatest constructions on Minecraft, with and without redstone. The gameplay is simple. You can walk, swim, use different items, create different items in a fun mechanic, plant, destroy things to get resources and much more. You can even raise animals, and use different enchantments, giving you an infinite game if you really like. But if you've never played it, just try it out, you'll be surprised. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is an impressive open-world action RPG, with plenty possibilities to choose which path you shall follow, and infinite build styles. The game was developed by Bethesda, and released in 2011 to PS3, PC and Xbox 360. But throughout the years this game got a lot of upgrades and new version, and now is available in every platform possible. The game is set in a fanciful medieval land, in a first, and also third-person camera, but to be honest, the third person is kinda strange, so it's better in the first-person mode, with all types of creatures, characters, weapons, and possibilities to choose what to do. The new Elder Scrolls is already announced, but I believe it's still going to take a long time to be released. I'd even say 2027 or later, but for now, if you didn't play Skyrim, you should.
Once we were many. Now we are few. Hunters, killers of the world's filth. Witchers, the ultimate killing machines. Among us, a legend. The one they call Geralt of Rivia, the White Wolf.
The Witcher 3 is a huge and complex third-person action RPG, with a great story mode, and even better DLCs, with an extra game mode inside the game called Gwent, a very fun card game. It was developed by CD Projekt Red, and released in 2015 to Xbox One, PS4 and PC, and in 2022 received the free upgrade to the new generation, and is now also available on Switch. It's all set in a huge open map, with amazing freedom to choose what to do, and how to do, with a lot of different endings, and ways to deal with the characters. That's the type of game that everyone should play at least once, despite it has some problems. It's still one of the best games ever made.
Bring devastation. Each choice will lead to a greater evil.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Look who I found hanging around.
Carl, hey, good to see you.
I can't believe she gone, man.
GTA San Andreas is the third great 3D GT release, and the biggest one of that time, and probably the most beloved one. The game's got a great story mode, with quirky characters and an impressive storytelling for its time, but a lot of people just play it to have fun, and believe me, this game gives you infinite possibilities. You can customize the character, who's CJ, in a lot of different ways. You can work out. Doing it every day you'll be muscular. If you stop you'll lose weight, and eventually become slim, or if you eat a lot you'll be fat. You can customize cars, buy houses, and much more. The game was developed by Rockstar Games and released in 2004 for PlayStation 2, Xbox, and PC. But today it's available in all the platforms, so you've never played, give it a try, you won't regret. And if you played but didn't finish, do it. The story is really immersive, and the missions are unique. Each one of them will give you a different experience. I'd even recommend you to finish all the biggest GTAs before of GTA 6. That's surely going to be a masterpiece.
You haven't forgotten about us, have you, boy?
Hell no, Officer Tenpenny. I was just wondering what took y'all so long.
Get in the car.
Ease up, man. Damn.
Watch your head.
Ah! Oh, my bad.
Gordon Freeman! Hurry, get in the basement. We're expecting gunships at any moment. Colonel Cubbage will be glad to see you made it.
Half-Life 2 is one of the most important FPS games ever released, being a base for a lot of games that came after, in inspirations or even mods. Counter-Strike, for example, was just a mod for Half-Life. The game was developed by Valve and released in 2004, and it's a sequel of the first Half-Life, obviously. But it's better in all aspects. That's why I put this one here, and not the one itself. But I highly recommend you to play both. They're masterpieces, with an impressive gameplay, insane physics in game, great graphics for its time, and an insane story and storytelling, being one of the first FPS games with this level of complexity in the story. There are rumors of Half-Life 3. If it's real or not we don't know, but if you've never played these games, play it. You'll be looking forward to the announcement of the sequel. That's it guys, hope you liked the video. Click in the like button and subscribe for more videos. And if you want, you can comment more games that in your opinion everyone should play at least once. That'll even help me a lot. Thank you, and so long.